Well, hello lovelies, and welcome back. Welcome to my potato bog recipe. Alright, are you ready for this one? So the first thing we need is 4 large spuds. Now I would class these as medium, so I'm going to use 6 of them because I don't have large ones. Alright, the first thing we want to do is stick them in a big pot of boiling water, and we want to boil them up until we can stick a skewer through and they're soft. Now don't go boiling them up with full-on boiling water because they'll crack and break open, alright? So you just want to get it up and simmer boiling, so like a light fluffy boil until they're nice and soft. Now for the filling we need 1 brown onion, peeled and diced. Now I will write the recipe below as always for you guys. Okay, we're going to need, now we're supposed to have 500 grams of beef mince, but I've only got pork and veal mince, so that is going to have to do. We need some dry basil, some dry oregano, Wistershire sauce. You can have fresh cloves of garlic or the jar garlic. We need roughly a 400 gram can of diced tomatoes and tomato paste. Now let's get out the fry pan. Now we want to heat our pan on medium and make sure you keep an eye on your spuds. Little splash of olive oil or whatever oil you've got. We want to chuck in our diced onion. We also want to add to that 1 clove of garlic crushed or 1 heaped teaspoon of jar garlic. We want to mix it up and just cook it out for a couple of minutes until the onions are see-through. Now we break our mince up and add that, and we cook it for a couple of minutes until it's brown. Now we add our can of tomatoes, the whole can, everything in it, and 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, and mix it up. Now we add 1 tablespoon of Wistershire sauce. Spread it all over it. This yummy, gorgeous stuff. If you have never tried it before, next time you do your fried eggs in the morning, dribble a couple of drops of Wistershire sauce over it, and mate, they'll make your eggs come alive. Alright, mix that in. Now we want to add 1 teaspoon of dry basil and 1 teaspoon of dry oregano. Now we mix them in really well, and then we just turn it down to a simmer, and we just let it simmer away for about 5 minutes just to thicken up a little bit. Alrighty, 5 minutes later, I'll turn that off. I'll wait till you can see it in a sec. We've cooked out most of the juice, and it looks like this, and it smells absolutely yummy. Okay, so now we're going to leave that sit there. You can cover it if you want, or just leave it sitting there until our spuds are ready. Now, as soon as our spuds are finished cooking, we want to put them in a strainer or a colander or whatever you want to call it, and rinse them drain them really good, so they're nice and dry, and we'll take it from there. Righty, now we're at the stage where we want to preheat our oven at 200 degrees Celsius. Get yourself a cookie tray out ready to go. I'm going to whack baking paper on mine because my trays are very well used. Alright, so get those 2 things happening first. Now grab some tongs because these are going to be hot. Now see how it sits flat? We want to turn it over and we want to cut it down the middle long ways. Left-handed. Not bad. Okay. Now, with a spoon, alright, we cut a good centimetre in. And just with a spoon, I'll just go around and cut the edge first. Don't do them too thin, otherwise they'll just break open on you. So once you've sort of cut around the edge a little bit, I'll just put a cross through it. And it makes it easy to pull out the first few bits. Chuck them in a bowl. Alright, and then that gives you a chance to keep digging down further. Nice thick little rim on them you want. You probably can't see in this light, but you want them like so. Okay, so once we've cut them all out and they're like that, we want to sit them all on the tray, so do all of them. Alright, now we get the inside of the spud and we just mash it up with a fork, and then we want to add it to our mince mixture and mix it in really well. Once that's mixed in really well, you want to grab yourselves any sort of grated cheese you can get your hands on. Don't need much. 1/3 or 1/2 of a cup or something. I'm just going to do it straight out of the bag. And we need some parmesan cheese as well, grated parmesan cheese. So the first thing we do is we get our parmesan cheese, and we just sprinkle it on them, and I try to get like a little bit over the edges as well. Once we got the palmy all over, we start filling him up. Alright, now we've filled them all up. Oh yeah, baby. Alright, now we grab our grated cheese, whatever cheese you can get your hands on, and sprinkle some over the top. Check these out. Alright, so we just want to bang them in the oven, basically until the cheese is melted and everything's nice and hot. I'll tell you in a minute how long it took. And boom, 15 minutes later, and there we have it. Oh, it makes a ton of them up. Now you can just eat them on their own, or you can put them on a plate with some salad, or you can use them as a side dish. So they're really yummy with like crumb chicken, crumb pork chops, or crumb lamb chops, or something like that, and a few veggies if you want as well. It just makes a meal go massively further. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I made it 12, which is huge, Mum, huge. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have yourselves an awesome day, and you know me, I'll be back. Bye.